What's up, guys? It is Sam here, and I have an awesome video for you tonight. We're actually going to talk about one of the marketing tactics that I see Andrew Yang doing, and I don't see anybody else doing. And it's clearly paying off, and we're going to dive into that in a second here. So with that being said, if this is your first time here, what's good? My name is Sam, and for those of you who are returning, it's good to freaking see you. Now let's get into it. So what I'm talking about is affiliate marketing, and I'm going to get into what that is really briefly, and then we're going to talk about how he's using that, and then the impact of that. And we're going to take a look at the numbers here. So affiliate marketing, this is just affiliate marketing. I Googled it. The definition that's online is affiliate marketing is a type of performance-based marketing in which a business rewards one or more affiliates for each visitor or customer brought by the affiliate's own marketing efforts. So affiliate marketing is essentially, if I'm like, hey, go into the link in the description and you can buy this, if you want to support the channel, you can click on the link in the description to Amazon, right? You go buy something on Amazon, I get paid on that. That is an affiliate link, right? Those links in the description, those are affiliate links. So how is Andrew Yang doing this? Well, I just finished up an interview with Kai Watson here, and we went over to his channel to check out just information more about him. And I was like, I wonder what he's talking about debate numbers. I wonder what numbers he is looking at, because I also have debate analysis on my channel. So I jumped on here, and after about a minute and 55 seconds, he actually talks about it here. But I've also seen this on play out with Nerds for Yang on his channel, where he said if he gets a certain number of X, then he can have an interview with Andrew Yang, right? And he talked about that. That was about a month and a half ago that I learned about that. But watching Kai's video right now is what tied it all together, and why his website is actually ranking so well. Because Paget, I also did an interview with her recently. On her channel, she does the same thing. So I don't know how, I haven't heard her mention it. I don't consume a lot of people's other people around Yang's content. It's just, I don't consume like what he fucking says, and I don't consume a lot of what other people say. But I do know that she promotes Andrew Yang heavily, which is cool. I'm awesome. That's awesome that she's she's found that thing that she can really get behind. I think it's a beautiful thing when people have that passion inside of them, and going through, and she also promotes too. So I'm sure that there's something where she gets access through this as well, and it's very, very interesting, because when I do a website ranking out of all the candidates that are running, and we look at the top candidates based upon the popularity of their site in the United States out of all other websites. And I wanted to show you that. So what we have here is, I've been doing this ranking for about 3 months now. And these are the candidates, right? I've added Tulsi Gabbard and Tom Steyer and Michael Bloomberg. Excuse me. But I just did this about a week ago on 12/21, and I wanted to draw your attention to Andrew Yang here in yellow. So this is the, and I just didn't go back further, but he could have been even more popular. I think he was. But his site in the U.S., out of all the other sites in the U.S., and then stacked ranked against the other candidates who are running, easily has been number one the whole entire time. And when we take a look at it, look at first here versus second, more than twice as popular. Okay, look at first here, and then let's look at number two. Let's see, again, right here, Elizabeth Warren, and just about twice as popular, right? Then over here, and then number two again, almost twice as popular. Here, and then here, again, almost twice as popular. Here, and then the next closest is here, so it's more than twice as popular. So as these influencers continue to gain momentum through telling their story around supporting Andrew Yang, their traffic is gonna, some percentage that's gonna get siphoned off to Andrew Yang, some percentage that's just gonna consume more content. And part of that reason that I think he's gonna have a killer quarter for donations, when the numbers come out in a couple days, we're gonna have some interesting data to take a look at, because this entire quarter, he has been almost twice as popular, or if you took the average, he's been more than twice as popular than the next closest candidate, because we've also seen that the next closest candidate has that spot has shifted too. So on a continuous basis, he has been more than twice as popular as any other candidate, you could say. And from his website standpoint, so what does that do? Well, that gives them more data points. So you can, if you basically think of a cookie that tracks your information, right? So Google has that, Facebook has that, right? So you can track their information, and then you can run ads against populations of people who have the same demographics or typographic or certain characteristics that you've been able to capture. And if you're going to run ads against a population who you know some of the characteristics of because they've also visited your website, or another group, which you think is going to have a higher probability of donating or driving traffic wherever you want? That group. So when you're more than twice as popular as any other candidate's website for the whole entire quarter, and the level of sophistication when it comes to affiliate marketing, I see them leveling up their game more than anybody else, especially when it comes to the distribution of their message online. I think that they are getting more sophisticated as time goes on, and that iteration of moving the needle forward is going to continue to help if they continue pressing on that, because a lot of the other candidates are just not, it's not clicking that the internet is the way to get the message out for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's just not clicking for the vast majority of other candidates. That's how you get your message out. It's not how you used to do it 20 years ago or even 10 years ago, right? The internet is here. It's a real thing. We can see the impact around the other countries around the world and how it's impacting their governments and their own creation of new governments through the online, right? So like that's the today. That's where the future is. And what I actually just noticed, and to wrap this all up real quick, is that after the debate, so I believe this is one day after the debate, Andrew Yang's website moved up in popularity. So a lower number is better. So they moved up in popularity, and I just checked it again today, and he's at even higher, and this is 8 days later. So he's improved even more as time goes on, which is super interesting. If you guys like this content, make sure you press that subscribe button. Jump over to Twitter and say what's good. Link is in the description. Also, TikTok, over 1 million views in the last 28 days. You should jump out over to TikTok, start posting your own fucking content, whatever it is, and just figure it out. Like, in the last 28 days, I went from like 40,000 to 1 million, like that, in a week. Pretty intense, and then every day basically had over 100,000 views for this past like week or so. So you guys should definitely check that out. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comments section. Thank you so much. Peace.